Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Duel, aka the Big D, of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, with a video game review. This time I bring to you Disney's The Little Mermaid, released for the NES and Game Boy in 1991. The game is a side-scrolling action game, which is a single player, of course, as the game was originally produced by Capcom, who of course were no strangers to giving us Disney games for the NES and Game Boy, since they had already given us, well, a port of the American version of Mickey Mouse Capade, which was produced by Hudson Soft, plus other games including DuckTales, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Adventures in the Magic Kingdom, and Tailspin, which happened to have gotten released the same year this game did. Now, I don't have it. I've had thoughts about getting it, but this game is like the easiest of any of the Disney Capcom games. This is even more simple to beat than Rescue Rangers even. Shoot. And it's pretty short too. Much more short than Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. Heck, it's even shorter than DuckTales even. But anyway, I think I played a teensy-weensy bit of the Game Boy port, but I think that's been a long time ago. Now, I have seen the NES version of the game, and, well, that's the one I've been looking at, but, well, you never can tell. I might buy it and pop it in, or better yet, until I can get a new improved Famiclone system, okay? Because I really don't want to try and go bouncing, get an old NES, or along and try my old SNES again if it don't work, but hell. Anyway, now you of course play as the title character. Of course, you know that's Ariel, and you'll guide her through 5 big fun-filled environments under the sea. And of course, you'll hear an 8-bit rendition of the song in the beginning and the ending. Now, before I talk about that, I am going to tell you about the music. Now, let me see. Now, the start of the stage's background music can be heard only once on the NES version, but the whole background music can be repeated in the Game Boy version, according to my source here. Now, the backgrounds of the stage were more restricted in the Game Boy version than in the NES version. Now, you have a heart system, that's your health. If you lose all your hearts, you lose a life, and if you lose all your lives, your game is over. But I think you got a few, or maybe unlimited continues. Like I said, I've never seen anybody get game over on this before, because I've seen numerous walkthroughs of the game, and it looks fun and all. You'll find little aerials, which are, of course, are your extra lives. And now you also have a bubble power-up to trap your enemies in, and you can use that to throw it at other enemies, similar to what you could do when you get the crates in Rescue Rangers. But anyway, that's what you can use to defeat other enemies. And sometimes some enemies are a little big. However, there is a way to do that. If you can take one of those conch shells you find, you can use that and throw it at a big treasure chest, and it'll show you. Let's see, I'm trying to see here. Oh yeah, well, now there's red and green orbs. I forgot which one's which, but they will increase the range and or the power of her bubble attack, make it more powerful to help you get past certain enemies and what have you. Now well, there are actually 5 stages overall, but it'd be 5 stages, but there's 6 overall, including the final confrontation with Ursula in the end. Now, of course, the 5 stages are the Coral Sea, the Sunken Ship, the Sea of Ice, excuse me, Undersea Volcano, and Ursula's Castle. Now, I do like, although this is loosely based on the story, because some of the story kind of takes place after Ariel's meeting with, has been with Prince Eric for a bit, but soon, and she has her voice somehow, but well, like I said, part of the story's changed a little bit than what we know from the movie we know and love. So I can understand that. You will get to see some of Ariel's friends, Sebastian, Flounder, and Skull, in the little freeze-frame cutscenes. And then you're ready to go on. Now you can also collect other icons, including the fork, aka Dingle Hopper, and the pipe, aka Snarkblack. Those can give you extra points. Anyway, you can also find hearts to restore your power and everything as well. Now, another thing about this is, if you lose a heart, the heart turns into a heart frame in the NES version, but disappears in the Game Boy version. Now, still, the background music is close to the same as the NES versions, the stage's background music. However, the only thing that's different is the boss battle background music, which is much more different. The key scales are different, and the speed of it's much different on the Game Boy version than on the NES version. The NES version's good and all, but I actually like the Game Boy's version of the boss music. It kind of sounds a little more epic, and a little bit of an epic one, and if you know what I mean. But if you don't think I'm saying what I think, oh crap, I'm losing it here, people. Whoo. Anyway, I will say that this movie game is very good. While it's loosely based on the movie, but even so, I think Little Mermaid for NES and Game Boy is worthwhile playing, even if you're a girl or a boy, and if you're a kid or an adult like me. Well, you never can tell. Maybe I'll give Little Mermaid a shot if I happen to encounter this. Now, I've encountered this at, various game stores, most notably Game Exchange, and I have seen at some other game stores. If the price is reasonable, which case it probably is, you can probably get for me about $10 or less, tops. That's all I know so far. That's among one of the few games you can get for a reasonable price. Well, aside from maybe their early titles like DuckTales, Rescue Rangers, Adventures in the Magic Kingdom, and Mickey Mousecapade, you could probably find those for pretty reasonable prices. But unlike how you could pay even more for later games like Tailspin and Darkwing Duck, which that's like one Disney Capcom game I really have wanted to play. And of course, the late released DuckTales 2 and Rescue Rangers 2. I would play those, but the prices are way too pricey. So, not a chance. I ain't buying them. I wish if the prices were better, or if somebody had a box full of used games, I'd play them. But anyway, would I recommend Little Mermaid? Sure, give it a try. It's short though, but it's fun and all. You will encounter several other enemies aside from Ursula and boss battles. You'll also have an encounter with the shark, Ariel, and Flounder encounters at the beginning of the movie, as well as Ursula's pet eels, Flotsam and Jetsam. So, anyway, I like Little Mermaid for NES and Game Boy. I like both versions. They're pretty good and fun, and they don't quite have much a challenge though. But well, you could probably breeze through this game in maybe 20 minutes or less, and that just depends on how well you do at it. So, let me know what you thought about Little Mermaid for the NES in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Big D Nation. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.